Alright, what is up, gamers? It's your boy DeBoss, and I'm joined again with our buddy Boa.
Oh my gosh, we're back. We're here.
The Otaku 93 is also on our way shortly.
Of course.
So we're back again with more Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix.
Yes.
So last time, we beat the game.
To put it lightly,
Well,
yes.
We beat the story anyway.
Right.
So everybody got their happy endings. Sora and Riku made it back to the islands, finally. Everyone's happy.
I would say in the franchise's history, I think this is the happiest ending that any of the games have.
Yeah, I would say this is the most satisfying ending to any Kingdom Hearts story. Even more so than Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yes, yeah, KH3 is just... It's supposed to be happy, but it also feels like it left things a little ambiguous.
Indeed. You know, every entry in Jiminy's journal has been unlocked. Continue the adventure to define the question-marked entries.
You mean there's more to do?
A new enemy has materialized and awaits Sora in one of the worlds.
Oh boy. Gee, I wonder where that could be.
I'm not wondering. I think that one can wait.
Okay. Yeah, no, we have something much more fun to take care of, or something more interesting planned.
Oh, yep.
Knew it.
I think you called it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that one a little later.
Where did I put my chapstick?
What's a gamer without his chapstick?
Ugh. It's been a hot mess. Oh dear.
Back at Radiant Garden, there was
Yes.
something we overglossed. We glossed over a while ago back.
Yep.
That is, this hole over here.
Oh. Yeah, it's so interesting playing the final mix because I was so used to and so acclimated to Kingdom Hearts 2, the original game, that when I saw this hole pointed out originally, I was like, I don't think that was there last time.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the worst thing you could do, I mean, you can do it, but it's actually kind of worth it to do what we're doing right now, which is to wait till the end of the game and then jump headfirst into this, because it's a lot like Atlantica in the sense where you have to get everything you need to actually progress through this to make it worth it.
Right. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Right, Tintin? I'm getting side-eye so hard over there.
Jeez, what's the fight this time?
There's no fight. He's chilling. He's doing good. He just always gives me this look that, like, I'm really sassy, but he's not sassy.
I'm sassy, but I'm also a softie.
Oh my god. Nope. I don't know. Whatever Tintin was on whenever I was in Italy, he is over it because he is definitely coming down and hanging out in my room a lot more these days.
Good thing, I guess.
Yes.
Down we go.
I was afraid I came back from my trip. Ooh.
Cavern of Remembrance.
I was afraid.
This is exclusive to the final mix.
Yes. It's a really cool design in here, too. Really like this design.
Yep.
Smack. Smack. Yeah, I was worried when I came back. He was, like, avoiding me at all costs. And I'm like, my cat hates me now. But
It's like, all I did was love you.
all I did was leave the country. What did I do to deserve this? Yes. I don't know. So, we have it up there just as... just for necessity's sake, the Donald kill count. I don't know.
Do you think it's necessary, or...
Well, I mean, to be fair, these bosses we got coming up are relatively difficult, so, I guess it can stay. I guess.
I wasn't going to count his deaths for those particular bosses, because it wouldn't seem fair.
But also, you notice the big difference in the playthroughs, right? We had what was it, over 100 deaths for Donald in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yes.
To improve the gameplay so much that he goes from 100 deaths to 8 deaths in 2. Yeah.
Exactly. That shows much improvement over the 2 games.
Go! You almost had it.
I saw
Wait,
another puzzle piece down here.
Well, there's a chest. Yeah, but that's the other problem with touching down there. You got to deal with these guys, and I hate these guys. Of course, it is interesting to see what they look like outside of the old
timeless river.
Yes.
Now they're actually in color. Oh, that's what they look like.
No. Interesting. Oh gosh. So, has anywhere around you been setting up for the spooky season?
Not that I know of. I know Renaissance Fest has started though.
Oh, I want to go, but I don't know if I can go. I mean, I'm sadly not working at my haunted house this year, so I'd have more time than ever to do it.
What happened to that?
I just decided. I just decided not this year.
Financial issues or something else?
More like transport. Yeah, well, B is really the answer, but it's also more like transportation issues. I could work at a local haunt around here, but no, I'm not quite as sure about that decision yet. So, no, but that's okay.
Man, these things are annoying. It's like, just die already.
You would think that the scariest thing in the haunted houses are the actors in the suits, but no, it's the Karens who walk through.
That is a hot take.
It is, but it's also very true. It's very true.
It's funny.
Last year just was not a great year, I think, for haunted houses in general. I think because everybody was still cranky about, the pandemic and, are we lifting the restrictions? Are we keeping the restrictions? What's the deal? And we saw a lot of crankiness. Hopefully,
and it's not the haunted house.
Well, it is. But, most people are. The sad thing is, it's like most things in life, right? When you hear complaints about people in retail, you see those videos of people throwing a fit anywhere you go. That is a very small minority of people who go and shop in those districts. Most people, when they go to places, are pretty chill.
Hot take.
But it is always those few people who make such a ruckus, they ruin it for everybody.
I can attest to that.
That's the one thing I hate about fighting the Heartless in this area. They just hit you from every direction. You're like, okay, can I take a second to please breathe?
It's like, can I please take a second to...
You just open the chest in the middle of battle. Yeah, wait, hold on.
Wait.
Click.
Click.
Okay, we're good. It's funny. Right, Tintin? It's funny. It's funny. He's not even looking at me. Okay. And he just sits. I think he just likes being around somebody. I don't think he likes being by himself.
Sort of like my sister's cat. He kind of just likes attention.
Well, I always feel sad. My parents are a one pet family. They don't like doing multiple cats, but I do feel like Tintin probably could use a sibling.
Before, my parents were a no pet family, but then my sister brought home a dog. Then we ended up with 2 dogs and a cat.
And they've now converted. Yes.
Well, except for the cat, but yes.
They're not cat people?
Nope. I said my mother, black people are not cat people.
Boy.
It's over.
Which is not entirely true, because Courtney has a cat.
Right.
His name is Sora. Like,
yep. I told you, my friend has a cat. It looks, I swear to God, he looks like the sister to my cat, and her name is Kyrie.
Maybe you could call Tintin Riku.
Spoiled sport. It's better than my given nickname for him, which he's mellowed out a lot, so I haven't called him it as much lately.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Nice change of pace.
Well, he's a kid and he had to grow up. He has to learn his boundaries.
Yeah.
Now he's growing up, so he's definitely getting better with the boundary. His new boundaries is he's trying to get used to going outside, so we have to, keep an eye on him in that regard.
He's not ready for the outdoors yet.
He's testing the waters because that's the kind of cat that he is.
I see.
You're Troublemaker. Yeah, you. Troublemaker. Yeah, you.
Like the song, Troublemaker.
Hmm?
That song slaps, by the way.
Oh. Where?
Okay, Sags there, then... Wait, is that Sultan?
Yeah, that's Alden.
Wait. Hold on.
What's that piece in the bottom left corner?
Oh, I didn't see that one. Somebody's arm?
Well, there's that in the bottom left.
Oh.
What is that piece? What does that mean? I don't think that goes there, but...
Oh. Actually, might have an idea where it goes.
Click.
Indeed, just click.
Flick. Right.
Okay, so it's... Huh. Well, that throws things off a little.
Yeah, no, I think where you have Goofy, I think he actually needs to be moved over. I think he needs to be moved over, and yeah,
Wait.
so...
Right, because that's the Hendosaurus spike. So
Yep.
Roxas goes up there.
Yep, so then Goofy, I think, goes next to that. Yep, that works.
Ah!
Aha! I am so smart! And then you have Kyrie's body there. I think that goes next to Goofy's body. So, one over and one up. Yeah.
Leave that there for now.
Yeah, we leave it there for now.
Alright,
Actually, oh, yeah, no, wait, you're right. That's there. That's where it goes.
okay.
Yeah, right there. Yep, right there's good. And then, okay, so that's the shoulder. That's somebody's shoulder.
Oh, then that probably means... Okay.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's all coming together. Oh, yeah. It's all
Coming together.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Iconic.
Right there, buddy.
I don't think Kingdom Hearts would ever put in the Emperor's New Groove, but it would be funny if one of those characters were to make a cameo.
It would be funny. I hope they at least consider it.
It was considered denied. What do you mean denied? I just.
Oh, I remember how trippy this part is.
Yep, I hate these parts. I hate them. It's like you gotta focus on all.
This is platforming at its finest.
Mm-hmm. All your skills have to come into play here.
Try and beat
Stupid.
this, Nintendo. Actually, they can. They will.
Wait, are you supposed to light? Were you supposed to hit those with something first?
I don't think so.
I don't remember. What are you supposed to?
Aha!
Nice. There you go. Yeah, because then, yeah, and then you can't even take time to celebrate, because, like, I did! Oh, wait, no. No, 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 no! Hold on a second. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
When is Sora ever ready, though?
Not you guys again. The Heartless is like, that's really offensive when you say that. Like,
We're all just the same person or something.
We're just doing our job, man.
We're
Like,
just doing our job. I don't know what your problem is.
what's your problem? I'm gonna kill you. Okay, wow. So you're telling me that I'm the bad guy here? Okay, Shink. Shink. You got like the one Heartless who doesn't fight. He just wants to stand there and argue with Sora, and the others just looking at each other like, what is this guy doing?
Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
I'll do it again.
Yup. Alright, let's not play that.
Wait. Oh, where's this go? Back to the depths. Remembrance gem. I don't know what that's for. Serenity gem. Use powerful attacks to open the valves. So it's- You'll need to open 3 at once. Let's try.
Back off. This is it.
Okay, get the other one.
This is it.
Oh, so not literally at once. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I think once you hit the first one, there's a time limit.
Ah.
So as long as you can get them all in the time limit. But yes. So who was doing some mining down in here? What is going on?
That's a good question.
Yep.
Couldn't have been the organization's plans.
Nomura's like, oh, you guys wanted more platforming? No, but okay.
Is this an action RPG or a platform RPG? I can't tell the
Yeah.
difference, fam.
Nomura's just like, yes. Yes, it is a bit of both. I think he did.
I do like the music though. It's pretty
Yes.
charming.
Yes. Yeah, this area was just interesting all the way around.
Oh, that's what that was for. Okay.
Right. Weirdly enough, the music in this area reminds me of the music we hear for like Persona 5.
It has that vibe, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Dev, if you were to do it, can you imagine you trying to do Persona 5 on here? That would be like a multi-episode stream.
We're gonna be on Twitch forever if I do that.
That story is long.
Let alone the confidants and all.
Mm-hmm. Half of your time is spent like, shoot, do I hang out with Ryuji today? Or do I go in the underground and fight some personas? I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you think, Yusuke?
I really need the experience, but homie asked me to go get ramen with him. What do I do? Oh my god.
Much platforming to this, I will say.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Don't welcome. You don't mention it. You're welcome. So did I ever tell you about this thing that I have here in my room? Oh!
Courtney!
Oh, wait.
There.
Hold on.
Give it a minute.
Give it a minute.
All things come eventually.
Yes.
Hi, Tin Tin.
Alright. Let's double check the schedule again. If I remember correctly.
Okay, now I think my mic.
There you go.
There she is.
Okay, I'm sitting here and I'm like, I didn't see the notification. And I was like, what happened? And then I saw, and then I was like, oh, I need to fix my mic.
Now! Alright.
There we go.
There we go. So anyway, what I was going to tell you is that about 3 years ago, my younger cousin decided to buy my mom a Christmas gift. It's basically a phone. It's basically a phone that's supposed to call Santa and talk to Santa. And we never used it because we always kind of treated it. It was like, it was a joke thing that she bought. It was, it was kind of cute. It was cute for what it was.
Okay.
So we put it downstairs here in the basement, and we put it in the back room. The thing is, it still kind of has its batteries in it. And I don't know why, but every now and then it goes off. So I'll just be sitting here, minding my own business, playing a game, listening to something on my computer, and all of a sudden I'll hear a noise coming from the back room, like somebody's talking back there. I'm like, what is that? And it's the same response every time, like, oh, the damn Christmas phone went off again.
It's not even Christmas yet. Why are you bugging me?
Can you imagine though? No.
dude.
Can you imagine like on a summer night, you're just sitting in your room, you're just minding your business, and then you just hear ho 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 in the background. You're like, what is that? What in the what is that?
I don't feel
To be
safe.
honest, I'll be sure if I do.
Just I don't feel safe. Oh,
I don't feel safe.
oh, that's right. I think you have to go. Don't you? Do you have to go around for that one?
There is
No.
no way around, I think.
No, that's right. You have to go under and then. Yeah.
Like I said, this cavernous platforming
See
at its
now-
best.
See now, you make this look easy. I was struggling to do that.
It's not easy. Timing is everything, and lots of patience.
More patience than I probably would have.
Yeah, no.
By the way,
definitely.
I'm not giving you my controller ever.
What game was I playing? I was frustrated. Oh,
It was Castlevania, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't risk. Well, one of the coworkers told me because on the screen, he was like, "Yeah, you actually don't have to go through that battle part. Like, it's actually just something post game. Like, it's not required to beat the game." And I was like, "You have to tell me."
Now you tell me? Oh my god!
Like, I spent 2 hours stuck in that part trying to get through it, and he was like,
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, that was just a side quest. You didn't have to do that.
"Yeah,
Why?
fine."
Why are you telling me this now?
So I went back to an old save file because I was like, look, I didn't have any potions. I ran out of food. I had nothing. And I couldn't, there was no save points nearby.
There.
And I'm just like, how do they expect people to survive? This is impossible.
So to be fair, Devin, I was gonna ask you to put Donald on there, but then again, you all died, so never mind.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
We can put him on there.
It's gonna be. We're just being so mean. Donald, you died. Wait, you died too? Yeah, but after you.
I died, but after you. That's the difference.
Yeah, but see, the difference is I don't die first.
I would have been fine if I did get anti-form. Which I don't know why I still keep getting that even after unlocking final form.
Oh, it's anti-form.
Because the game heats you for like,
Excuse me for a living.
The game tells you to go yourself.
like you use the game to try to get final forms. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. You wanted this to be easy? You're funny.
And there goes Donald again.
I think it'll be more useful in 4. Assuming we'll see he'll actually be playable in 4. Oh, did you speak of playing Kingdom Hearts? I won't say any spoilers, but I will ask. Did you see Dark Road finale today?
What is that, by the way?
So Dark Road is, I guess it'll be like a DLC. It's like a free addition to Kingdom Hearts Union, so the mobile game. But it's about younger Xehanort and young Ericus when they were students.
You did say something about this. Yes.
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 So essentially, stuff about actual Dark Road was kind of revealed. However, there was a little bit fewer things that were announced that kind of made things a little bit interesting. And then Nomura came out in an interview after it was released and saying, okay, Dark Road's done, you know, Kingdom Hearts Union, all that jazz, that's done. We're gonna have the next mobile game, which was announced like back in 20th anniversary thing called Missing Link. And he essentially just said, yeah, no, Missing Link's going to evolve, going to explain people's timeline. It's not timeline, bloodlines. Like who's related to who. After.
Oh boy.
Yes, because I won't say who he's related to, but it was announced that they did explain that Xehanort is related to somebody. Someone that we've seen before in the game.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. What did your tweets? What did your quote say? Stop putting spoilers in your mobile game.
Yes. Because I was reading the spoilers, and I saw one, and I was like, wait, that person's related to Xehanort? Are you kidding me?
Oh, lordy. Oh, here we go.
And I'm just like,
why? Just the noise of frustration.
and then of course you had some people who they were upset because their theory died. They're like, this character has to be.
No, you can't tell me my headcanon is wrong.
How dare you ruin my fan theory? Do you know how long it took me to craft that?
My fan fiction is ruined.
What I mean
Years
by
of
the
academy
theory,
training wasted.
what I mean their theory died, I literally mean their theory died. This character died.
Years of academy training wasted.
You know, I hate to say it, that line is probably funnier than anything in Lightyear.
Oh, years of my academy.
You know what? No, okay, you know what? I think at this point, I'm just hating on Lightyear for the sake of it. I'm gonna watch the movie and seriously judge it for myself and see if it's actually worth it.
You should watch it so then you can properly hate it.
Because I always hate those people that's like, well, if you don't like something, why are you watching it? You know why? Because when I tell you that the movie sucks, I can actually say that I saw it, and therefore, you can't question me. Because if you try to question me, I'll fact check you.
See, I give Lightyear the quote-unquote Chrono Cross effect, where people absolutely love Chrono Trigger, but people hate Chrono Cross as a sequel. But if you consider it as its own individual game, it's a fantastic game. Lightyear, I think, is a good movie, but if you consider it as part of the quote-unquote Toy Story line that they try to force on it, like it's saying like, this is what Andy saw, that's what inspired the Toy Story. If they just kind of kept it as like its own individual universe thing, I think it would have been fun.
See, that's where Disney is really messing up, in my opinion, and shooting themselves in the foot. Because, I'm sorry, nobody in my age group, or I should say our age group, was asking for you to do that. Oh, this is the movie that Andy saw. Yes, you know, that's how that works as a kid. You see a movie, you like it. Oh, there's a toy for it. I really want that toy. It's not complicated.
It's really not.
But then, like, you know, they do the whole thing where they have the poster where Andy's there in his cowboy hat with the rest of his toys watching it. But first of all, the other thing that gets me about that is in all of the pictures, they have the stupid little alien things. He got Buzz Lightyear first. He did not get those first. Why are they still with Andy?
Continuity.
That's how you can tell that this is made by somebody who clearly did not give a crap.
Well, they did say some of the other characters, like the Black Lady, wasn't even written into like the later stages of the plot.
But also, people have pointed this out that, like, okay, so if we're going to talk about Lightyear in the context of being in the timeline, right? This is the movie that inspired Andy to go get the Buzz Lightyear toy. First of all, if that was the case, why haven't we seen the cat before then? Because you mean to tell me that cat is not going to sell a million toys because the boys may like it, but the girls would absolutely fawn over that thing.
I would have gotten socks.
See, yeah, socks toy. Yeah, exactly. Socks should have been in the canon from the very beginning because everybody would like that. Number one. Number two. This is a movie that's supposed to be made in the what? Late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Socks might have gotten the what was that guy? What was that character from Jingle All the Way that nobody didn't like? The pink thingy, Brewster.
Okay, yeah.
Like, we don't like you, Brewster. Like nobody wanted the cat. Everyone wanted.
Well, okay. Here's what I'll say. Putting aside the whole like, oh, I hate this movie because there's a lesbian couple in it, which is like, okay, if you're out here in 2022 saying that, you're just a homophobe.
There is?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes. And she is Buzz Lightyear's best friend. That's the part that a lot of people, including myself, have kind of pointed out. I was like, you mean to tell me in the early 90s, a movie came out that's like the biggest space epic thing ever that has Buzz Lightyear's best friend as a black female lesbian woman.
Yeah, that wasn't fine in the 80s and 90s.
You know, which is like I'm like,
you're telling me in a decade where you had a character in Revenge of the Nerds that was like the most stereotypical gay man is supposed to be around the same decade that the quote-unquote Lightyear movie takes place in.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's not gonna fly.
I promise you, there have been videos that have talked about how gay characters were written in the 90s. Let's just say we've made progress as a civilization. We've made progress, you know.
I will never forget what this one lady said when I was working at the movie theater, because this was when the live-action Beauty and the Beast came in. And you know how people be having an article, Disney's first gay character, Disney's first LGBT. I'm like, okay, you guys keep saying first, like, 50
exactly. Oh yeah, they keep doing that. Yeah.
But so this was like with LeFou. Yeah, I think it was LeFou. I guess it was like hinted at in the animated one, but this one it was like they were like, no, he's
bluntly out there. No,
bluntly out there.
I don't even know if it is hinted at in the thing.
I mean, think it's even hinted. At least I don't remember.
If anything, they really just emphasize the fact that he's a complete and utter tool who's like obsessed over Gaston. It doesn't even have to be romantic.
Exactly.
Because that kind of dummy who could do that. But yeah, no, you're right. Let's make the fool the Gay Cub, the gay character.
Yeah, so this lady is buying tickets. I think it was when the first week came out. This lady's buying tickets for her and her kids. And like right when she buys tickets, she legit asks, so how gay is it?
Wow.
And I was like,
and I can honestly say, not very. He makes one or two sassy remarks.
And he dances with a guy at the end, and that's it.
He's no more gay than your average, like, theatrical performer, like, Broadway performer is, which, okay, listen, yes, there's a lot of gay people on Broadway, but there's also, you know, it's called the theater, right? It's hammy for a reason, but, yeah. No, the gayest it gets is at the end of the movie where he holds a man in his arm, and they do a twirl around each other for 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So gay.
Okay, guys. Like, okay, people. You get a
No,
reality check.
No, honestly, my bigger beef with that movie, I think I've said this before, was like the first thing I noticed is in the opening, right? They do the full backstory for how the prince turned into the beast, and he's holding a lavish ballroom that is filled to the brim with non-white people in there.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was, were there that many like rich black people in France in the 1800s? Like, huh?
Even as a black man myself, I questioned that. I was like, I don't think there were this many of us back then in France at that time.
Right, like Audra McDonald's character, I would let that go because I'm like, yeah, she's brought there specifically to perform for him. So like that, as
a history buff person, it does depend.
Okay.
Because there was, like some of the most famous people. What is his name? The guy who wrote Three Musketeers is also black.
Right.
Wait, really?
Yes, the guy.
Huh.
Yeah, the guy who wrote, and a lot of people didn't know that until they actually saw, what was it, Django Unchained, because the guy makes a reference. He's like, oh, it's interesting you name the slave D'Artagnan, and he's like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio's character was like, oh, soft-hearted Frenchie, and he's like, the author's black, and he's like, oh, and he didn't, because the guy didn't realize the guy was black.
Wow.
But
I actually never
okay,
did that, so...
Right, so, but then that's one thing, right? That's one thing. But then...
Yeah, but there were some rich people of African descent in France. Like, it's still more rare than what you would have seen, but they did exist.
Right. So, I mean, even that part, I was like, okay, that's a little weird, that's a little sus, but, you know, whatever, I'll let it go. And then we get to the village where Belle's singing her song, and you're walking around, and there's black people who are on equal level with the poor white peasant people. I'm like, now, hold on a second here. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's historically inaccurate.
Wait a minute. Is this a local theater?
A lot of live action. If you look at a lot of live action lately, a lot of them have been using a more diverse cast.
Yeah,
I didn't even see I didn't see Cinderella, but someone was telling me like, yeah, if you look at it, there's like one of the guards or something was like black that wasn't originally black.
Right.
I can vouch for that one.
I'm like, you know, this is one time where I wouldn't care if they didn't have a diverse cast. That's all I'm saying.
I think the one diverse cast that I actually thought was very cool, and this wasn't even a live action movie, this was just a play. I think I was in Disney California Adventure a couple years ago, and my parents and I went to the Hyperion Theater where they were showing Frozen, so it was like a 45 minutes out play, and it was so good because, like, I think what was it? I think like Elsa, the girl who played Anna was like Asian, and then it was like she was Asian, Asian Anna.
Hot. Anyhow.
Asian Anna. Sounds like continent. It's like, where are you from, Asian Anna?
Asian Anna. Oh god.
So it was like Asian Anna, white Elsa. I think Kristoff was black, and then both of the parents were like Hispanic. And like it didn't even matter. It was so cool because they embody the characters so well that it's just like
I know the Broadway production of Frozen has had a lot of black and Hispanic women playing Elsa, and it's like it doesn't even really matter at that point.
Right.
It really doesn't.
I think that's really interesting. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, it was like so good. Like my mom was still like cheering. She's like, "Oh, that was such a fantastic play." Because like my mom's at the age where she's just like kind of fascinated by like the weirdest cool technology thing because you know how in theaters like they'll have like a dress and then there's usually something you can pull and it transforms the thing into something else. It's usually like if there's like ruffles like pinned up underneath, it makes like a bigger dress once you pull the thing. So like my mom couldn't believe like how she was like so fascinated because she was like because I think it was like they were on the Let It Go part and like she went to pull the thing and her outfit changed. Like and I was like, oh
yeah. Well, on-stage costume changes are like super cool because you just go like, they can do that.
Exactly right.
It's like, how do they do that? It's like, yes. Yeah, because on the Broadway, because when she does it on Broadway, right, she changes in the middle of the song at that exact moment, and it's like, whoa, wait a minute, her whole costume just changed. Like, Like, wait, what?
Now it is kind of funny watching bloopers, because there are bloopers out there where it doesn't feel right.
Yep.
And you just see her, she's trying to pull it. And it like doesn't let her kill this.
Well, you know, the show must go on, but
The show must go on. But it cracks me up.
Yeah, so, but I'd be curious to see, getting back on what we were saying, I'd be curious to see, I have seen a few people who have pointed that out about Lightyear, and it's like, that's kind of odd, you know, in a mix of many odd things about the film. Like, honestly, I'm still stuck on what they did in the end of the movie, which I will not talk about on here because it is spoilery.
Gotcha.
Let me just say this, it's some bullshit.
That's quite a statement.
It is some retconning bullshit, and I am not here for it.
Retconning.
Some people think this is supposed to try. Some people think the live action is supposed to be not the live action. The movie is supposed to be also what might have inspired the quote unquote TV show, which may or may not have been in universe.
See, but that's the other thing. Like, again, this is why I'm not here for it. Because, like, hey, Disney, we're not stupid. We remember the Buzz Lightyear TV show that we grew up with as kids.
Exactly.
Like, y'all aren't going to look me in the face and tell me that I don't remember that correctly. I do remember that correctly. Matter of fact, somebody wrote this, and they wrote, like, their headcanon was that basically, Tim Allen's Buzz Lightyear is not the true Buzz Lightyear voice, because that toy is supposed to be based on the Buzz Lightyear from the show, who is voiced by Patrick Warburton. So technically speaking, Patrick Warburton has the official voice for Buzz, and Tim Allen's version is the cheap knockoff. And I said, you know what? I actually accept that, because it doesn't. It actually makes sense when you think about it.
That's a hot statement. It does make sense.
Yep.
Because the toy is just doing an imitation.
Right.
Well, if you want to take that one step further, technically in meta sense is that Tom Hanks does all the official stuff, and then his brother does all of the non-official.
Right.
That is true. Yes. That is true.
They sound so much alike.
Right. Because it's bizarre. It's so bizarre. But like, because they did the TV show, and then the TV show got a movie, and they had to go, and I forget the reason why. Oh my God, Donald, what are you doing?
Failing.
Champ, you were doing great, and now you're in the double digits. Like,
Yep.
what is you doing, son? But anyway, the oh God, I lost my train of thought there for a second.
The Buzz Lightyear Star Command movie.
Yeah, it's Donald, you're failing me. Anyway.
Why must you be a failure, Donald?
But gosh, yeah. No, the movie got the TV series got a movie, and then I forget the exact reason why, but they had Patrick Warburton do the voice for Buzz, and then they actually had to get Tim Allen to come in and redub the lines. So he basically had to redub over Patrick Warburton's voice, which is good luck, because you're just not going to be able to do that. But apparently he did, you know. So there is a Buzz Lightyear Star Command movie from the TV show where Tim Allen is voicing Buzz. Right. And it's like, yeah, again, like, we're not dumb. I remember that. For some reason, Disney just does not want to acknowledge that series ever existed. And I just sit there and I go, but why?
I know.
I don't
What
even
are you
know
going
where
against
it aired on. Was it like was it ABC Family on TV, or was it from the Disney Channel?
Oh, it was
I
I think it was on the Disney Channel.
I remember when they did like a Saturday morning cartoon thing, and I kind of remember like it was like Emperor's New Groove TV show,
Oh yeah.
Proud Family, Tarzan.
Oh, you know, of course, because everybody loves to talk about the original Disney Saturday morning block, right? DuckTales, Tailspin.
Oh, you mean the afternoon block?
Yeah, the afternoon block, right? I was just saying because I distinctly remember the seeing that TV show on TV. Like on the few times, like I remember watching the Aladdin TV show.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember Aladdin TV show. I remember the Hercules TV show. I remember Little Mermaid TV show, which is actually so. Here's a tidbit about Little Mermaid TV show. This is actually really cool. I didn't find this out until I saw it on Tumblr. So in one of the episodes, they actually had a person of color as a mermaid, but she was deaf.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
yeah, and during the episode, like it was like Ariel was like learning sign language, and people were like, "Yo, this was like revolutionary back in the day because you didn't really have a character like that, especially in a cartoon show."
She was inspired by a fan. They actually brought her in to meet her, and so they turned her into a character. And it was like one of the few times you never actually see that actually happen. But yeah, she was a minority, but she was also deaf. Like, so there's a whole episode of her learning sign language, and you're like, wow, that's like going above and beyond for a TV show. That's amazing. There's been a few shows that have done that. I distinctly remember Arthur did that for.
Oh yeah, Arthur
so
a couple of those things.
They had a character in there who was autistic, and who was like,
I remember that episode.
yeah, and I think that was they must have met with some kid who was autistic and like got to know him a little bit more. Because everybody says across the board that's one of the most realistic portrayals of it. I'm like, yeah, it's funny. It's not that hard to do.
Right. Yeah, no.
It ain't hard.
So one more tidbit about the Disney Afternoon thing, and I didn't find out about this until I heard on a pretty much podcast 8 years ago. So so you remember the Timon and Pumbaa show, right?
Oh yeah.
So originally, I forget who they had gotten for Timon originally, but the guy only did like 8 episodes, and I guess he couldn't, like something else came up and he couldn't do it. So as a replacement, the guy who did Timon for the rest of the series was none other than Quentin Flynn, aka Axel.
Wait. What?
They got Quentin Flynn to do Timon in Timon and Pumbaa show.
So
and
now
he
you
was talking about this in the Kingdom Hearts podcast some years ago.
So now you just need Axel to show up in the Lion King world and have Timon look at him and say, "Ya mook."
Just like, got it memorized.
You
mook.
sound familiar.
Ya mook.
Have we met before?
Bruh, killing me. Oh god, see, so but I don't know why Disney does not want to remember the Buzz Lightyear TV show. Now listen, if it was Cowboys of Moo Mesa, I understand, but this is something completely different.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the same franchise or same company that's like Song of the South? No, never heard of it. No, yeah. That's a funny name. No, never heard of this movie.
Yeah.
When they don't want to talk about it, they don't talk.
Man.
Just like they don't talk about Bruno.
See. Well,
Bro!
listen, you just bullying that man at this point.
Wait, did you guys see the post saying that, what was it, that random naked guy that was in Hercules, like when they get to the city, they're like, oh, Bruno made his appearance back in 1997.
No, but that sounds hilarious.
Oh,
Hey man,
God.
you wanna buy a sundial? Get out of here.
No, it wasn't him. It was the guy who was like, I think, warning of like an apocalypse, and all he had was like some random cylinder thing around like his groin area. And they were like, yeah, he looks like Bruno. And I was like, wait a minute. He kind of does. I was like, what the heck? Yes. My man does. But I don't know, they're stingy. They don't wanna just admit certain things. Like, doesn't exist.
Oh god.
Yep.
Oh
This is
no.
it.
Oh, she is absolutely correct.
Oh, you seen it?
That man looks like Bruno.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? He looks just like my man.
He really looks like Bruno. He's got the
Really
same
does.
body shape. He's got the same face. He's got curly hair. I'm like,
The nose.
Oh.
Oh
Dude,
boy.
It's literally 2D. Like 2D Bruno,
Bruno in
back in
2D.
1997.
I typed in like Thebes. It came up on YouTube, and that's the first thing I saw. I was like, oh shoot. Yeah. Yeah.
We're
What,
bullying Bruno.
Yeah, what was it? There was something. Yeah, I remember. To your point about them, yeah, like Disney not acknowledging stuff in their past. Yeah, I forget what it was recently. I think it was an actor. Somebody got in trouble, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not tolerating that. We're not standing for that. We're not going to put that." And I forget exactly what the circumstances.
Star Wars. Was it one of the Star Wars actors?
It might.
I know one of them from like The Mandalorian was in like hot water.
Something. Yeah, it was something. But it was that whole thing of. I don't know. I just that hypocritical thing of like, you know, you're the same company that tries to bury your mistakes like so deep down that nobody ever finds them, even though we literally can because, you know,
We do find them eventually.
but, you know, God forbid, you know, you turn around and you try to criticize other people for doing that. Like, you, multi-million company, can take several seats. I ain't hearing
Agreed.
it.
It got really quiet for a second.
I'm just saying. Anyway.
Well, I was chewing, so I didn't think you guys would appreciate me chewing on my food.
Well, to be fair, I was going to get something to eat, but I might just wait till
So I said, no worry, guys. I had to get things set up anyway.
Yeah, I was explaining this to Devin that I was stuck in my Minecraft building so deeply. Like he messaged me that just before we got started. I was like, "Oh shoot, that's right. I gotta."
Too
distracted by Minecraft.
Distracted. Yep.
See, because I had stepped away because I overslept on my nap and I was like, oh, I need to eat food. Like I need dinner, and I should have forgotten. And then I was like, oh yeah, okay, now I'm ready. And then everyone was like, oh, I gotta take care of the cat. And I'm like, okay, well, just let me know. And then I just kind of forgot. Like I didn't check my notifications, and because I was too busy watching because the Nostalgia Critic is now starting Birth by Sleep, so he's already played 1, 2, and 3.
Wait, he's reviewing Kingdom Hearts games?
Yeah, he did that for his Disney December like a year or two ago. He played the first game, the second game, and he played the third game.
Yeah,
Yeah, now he just started Birth by Sleep.
Yep. He's been playing the Kingdom Hearts games, yes.
Is he good at them, or...?
He's not very good.
It doesn't matter.
He played Kingdom Hearts 2 on beginner mode and had the utmost difficulty with Roxas.
Well, listen, nobody's perfect.
I can vouch for that.
That's all I'ma say. That's all I'ma say.
We're not judging. No one's perfect.
Listen, I'm yeah.
So yeah, he started Birth by Sleep, and apparently a lot of people in chat, because he started with Terra, so a lot of people are calling him what was it? Terrakin Skywalker. And I was like,
what?
you know what? That does kind of work.
I don't follow.
Because it's like Terra, but Anakin Skywalker. So basically, Anakin Skywalker, before he becomes Darth Vader, flies to protect the ones he cares for, but just screws it up royally anyway. This is the dark side.
I see it. No, I see the correlation. Yeah, yeah.
So that's why they're calling him Terrakin Skywalker.
Wait, so does that make Ventus Luke?
Sure.
So does that mean he's voiced by Mark Hamill when he gets older?
I mean, they already had Mark Hamill in the game, so
that's true.
He's in the game.
Yes.
Or actually, you know what? It might be Terra. Probably be what's his face? The guy from the new one.
Yep.
Who's the nephew? What is his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Ben, but that's his film.
Okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, and then I guess Aqua will be Ray. and then Ventus is Finn because he also falls asleep.
I swear to God, me in Star Wars, I just sit here and go, yeah, no, yeah, that's right, yeah, no, you're correct, yeah, no, that's true, yeah, no, it's totally what you said, yeah, no, of course.
Oh, and then speaking of Kingdom Hearts and Star Wars, so my boyfriend is obsessed about the Keyblade's lightsaber. He's like, they need to have a Keyblade lightsaber. and then he
You know?
one day was like, yeah, it would be cool to have a key saver. And then he's like, ... And he's like, I think I like that name better. And he's like, I'm trademarking.
I'm trademarking it. Yeah, I don't know if
Key
I'm
saver.
down with that idea, actually.
I don't know if I should.
Saver.
I don't know if I should share this story on here or not. It's not really offensive. It's just kind of a thing that happens. But
Try to censor it then.
well,
I am quite curious.
It's not that bad though. But like, the other day I was at work. Coworker came in and he was asking me something. Like he was saying, like he was looking on Facebook and somebody had a poll about like, okay, like which, like if you had to battle like between the military from Halo and the Stormtroopers and Star Trek and something else related, I'm like, who do you think would win? I'm like, well, considering I'm only familiar with 2 of those franchises, I can't really say for sure. He looks at me and goes, wait, you're familiar with the Stormtroopers? Like, yeah, I know enough about that. And he was like, I thought you liked Star Wars. No, I never said I was into Star Wars. Me, him, and my other coworker, who are both black, stared at me.
No.
They're like, what do you mean you don't like Star Wars? That's your people's franchise. I'm like, hey, listen.
Nope. Stop the cap.
Stop the game.
I know where you're going with this. Let's stop the cap right there, boy.
I said, look, I'm not into Star Wars. It's not my thing. You're like, yeah, I don't buy that for a second. I'm like, what? I don't like that. I'm like, what are you calling me a liar? Well, I ain't calling you a truther. I swear to God, if anybody ever says that to me in real life, it will take all of my energy to not say that. The most smart. It's one of my favorite.
I said stop the cap. Yep, I said stop the cap. I'm just deciding. Now, for those in chat who don't know, these are the data boss fights. We can rematch the bosses in this game. So we're just.
Yes.
I'm just trying to figure out who I want to rematch first.
It is a tough call, man.
I think quote unquote Zexion was easier in just the absolute silhouette version.
Right.
So I could try with him again.
Critical. You should play
Battle
on critical.
Zexion again. Also, shut up. Be warned, he's stronger than before.
But it's so easy on
But it's
critical.
so easy.
You can't handle it, I can't handle it.
Look, I was going through a bad period, okay? I took a very long break. I should be fine.
Excuses.
Look, I had to deal with like 2 months of dealing with the game itself on critical. I think I was burnt out.
That's fair enough.
Also, it's so weird just seeing the organization members, like, because we've seen it for at least 2 games now, the organization. Just be so normal in, like, Kingdom Hearts 3. It's just kind of like, he's like, oh,
Yeah,
yes,
oh,
hi, this is my
yeah.
phone.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You're like, wait a minute, I was just fighting you not that long ago. Yeah, dude, okay.
Yeah,
Bro, don't worry about
it
it.
doesn't matter. We're friends now, right?
You
I
got
think Sora was like, who are you? He's like, oh,
sorry.
here's a cell
Were you-
phone.
Hey, Sora's like, I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Seriously?
Uh-oh. Wait. Circle. No! Okay, everybody's good. Yeah.
Try this book one more time.
Learn to read. I hate reading! Well, you gonna learn today.
Look, you're talking about a guy who's like, school, what's that? Look, I really gotta question their educational system on Destiny Island.
On Destiny
because he doesn't know what school is.
I think
He's
that's
never
why.
He's never seen a cell phone. Which could just be explained that, I don't know, maybe they just don't have cell phones or they're not as, maybe they're like in the 80s or something on Destiny Island, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I do think it was interesting how when we cut back to Destiny Islands in this game, if you recall, they're actually on the mainland, it looks
Yeah.
like. They're actually landlocked. So maybe Laura and the company thought about that. They're like, we should put them on the mainland and not on an island? Because now I'm getting the sense that like they said, well, we're just gonna have them hang out at the Destiny Islands as like a hangout spot. So like, okay.
Well, there's also a volcano there, I think, nearby too. They have a mountain. I remember there's a volcano in the background. Look,
So
if we
it's
could actually visit the actual mainland, I'm gonna be because literally there's those two scenes, but like Kyrie walking like, down the pathway, and you see all these houses. And I'm like, because I don't even know. Like the manga is the only thing we get a taste of the actual island. Like the only thing we know is that apparently Riku's really rich. He comes from
That's forsaken book.
yeah, Riku's rich for some reason because in the book he literally has a balcony and looks like he has like a mansion he lives in. And then Kyrie's also probably Kyrie's probably also living it up because she's the mayor's adopted daughter, so she's probably living in the mayor's mansion.
So the only normie is Sora, in other words.
Yeah, the only normie is Sora. Where he's still waiting for his dad.
Sora was an average kid and no one understands. I was trying to think, I was like, what's a normie? What's a song about normal people? Oh wait, there's plenty of those.
But does Sora have shiny teeth though?
Give it time.
You should give it time.
You know what I was talking to D-Boss here the other day about? Is that I recently was watching the I forgot that they were putting Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on Netflix. Like, so they have the full first season, and then the movie, which Netflix picked up exclusively to air on there. Watched the movie, really liked it. Didn't realize that Haley Joel Osment was voicing Casey Jones in there, and I'm like, wait, hold on. I had to go back through the whole movie. I'm like, let me hear this again. I'm like, he doesn't actually sound like Sora. It's so bizarre. Like, I was expecting a few Sora-isms in there, but I'm like, no, he doesn't really sound like Sora.
He has actually a video.
This happened.
Yeah. I was like, wait, I forget how I found out about it. I was like, what? That was him? Wait, what?
Did you see the video where I can't remember what show it was, but he's like, looks like he's playing a doctor, and it's like you hear him talking, and then the more upset he gets, the higher his voice is, and it just straight up turns to Sora.
Yeah, that's what the video says. It. Here goes Sora. Sora mode, and it's like, yeah, he's yelling at the I think at the main character. Yeah, that's what it is. Accidental Sora voice. There it is.
Yeah, he's like, do you like swabbing urethras? It's like, no, they're all dead. And it's like, that's my job. And it's like, okay, Sora, we get it. You're upset.
Oh, well, first of all, it's hilarious. He's yelling at the kid from Hunger Games. So
yeah.
He's yelling at PETA. Yeah, Haley Joel Osment accidentally slips into his Sora voice during a scene in the first episode of Future Man on Hulu.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Let me see. I think I have it here. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Hopefully.
It's here too.
Yeah, Zexian, you can put the book down for 18 seconds while I play this. Yes, sir. Yes, you can.
Nerd.
Put the book down, nerd.
Swabbing
It's actually worse than the first time.
No, they're all bad. But I swab them all the same because it's my job, which is actually really, really important. Unlike your job, which can be done by a Roomba.
It can be done by a Roomba.
That's basically, Haley Joel Osment is basically doing the Sora voice if Disney let him basically have an attitude.
Yeah, if he swear.
He will be swearing up and down.
I am not going to bring up Devin, our one infamous encounter from years ago at your house. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, we're not going to talk.
No.
We can talk about
Now
that
I'm
off.
We can
curious.
read that afterwards.
We'll tell you after the stream.
We'll tell you.
I'm curious now about what that
It's
is.
really funny. It was really funny. Oh, it was really funny. Oh my god. No, so it's not Kingdom Hearts, but yeah, no. So weirdly enough, as I was playing Minecraft today, I was thinking about that. reliving the movie again in my head, the Rise movie. Like, God, I know you're not a Turtles fan. Like, I honestly think we should stream it at some point. Like,
I'm watching it.
pick a night. It's not very long. It's literally like an hour and 10 minutes, so it's at a pretty good.
The movie I saw was like the '90s one.
The live action one.
Yeah, so I definitely have seen the first one a couple of times. I feel like I vaguely remember the second one. I know, but not turtle rap and everything.
Did Sexion just crank the difficulty up to 100?
Yes.
Yes, yeah,
Because he's like really not being
aggressive.
He's really not being cooperative right now, and that's not okay.
I also forgot there was a third one. I always say there's a third TMNT live action movie where they travel back to Japan. I was like, oh yeah, that was a thing.
I think wasn't there 4? Let me hold on.
No, there was 3 movies and then there was a TV show. Where they had the female turtle.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Because every Teenage Mutant every Teenage Mutant ranked according to this person. I don't know, when was this written? April, so this is before the Rise movie came out. Yeah, so they had the third one where they travel back to feudal Japan, which was terrible.
Yeah, I don't even remember that one. Like, I just remember something with a lamp, and then I go back in time.
And they have 2 was The Secret of Ooze, and that is the one where they
Vanilla Ice.
With Vanilla Ice and the
Go Ninja, go! Yeah, that
Go
one.
Ninja, go!
Yeah.
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! Yep.
Apparently the 2 got butchered so bad because they were like, the first one was too violent. So if you look at the second movie, they hardly ever used their weapons. It's mostly on their backs like 90% of the time.
Yep. No, because people are stupid. But anyway. Yeah, right. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Turtles 2, The Secret of Ooze. Turtle 3, the one where they go back in time. Then we had, in 2007, and I think a lot of people do forget about this one, but there was a CG TMNT movie that came out while the 2003 series was airing. I saw it.
Like on Fox Kids or something.
Yeah, I saw it.
Cartoons.
I saw it. It wasn't anything particularly great. A lot of people have been trying to come around to it now. Like, no, it was really cool. I'm like, yeah, I saw.
Wasn't it like where they were really boxy looking?
Yeah, it was where they were a little bit weird looking. There was kind of like a mix between the 90s and the 2000s look. Mm-hmm. It was a little odd. They had what's his name, Mako, voicing Splinter. Right. So, that was it was okay. It didn't do much for me. The climax of the movie, well, the highlight of the movie is that Raph and Leo have a fight scene, because of course they do, because they're always at each other's throats. But yeah, and it was a cool animated fight scene, but then just after that it was like, it's kind of boring. There wasn't anything else there. So then 2 years later, the 2003 series came to an end after its 7th season, and they decided to bookmark it with a movie where they did. This is the first time we've seen this, where they did a crossover with the 80s Turtles. So it was the 2003 series and the 80s Turtles coming together, and it was pretty good. I really liked it.
I thought you were gonna mention Yojimbo, and I was like, oh, don't remind me.
No,
I hate what Netflix did to my boy.
I was looking. I wanted to see that, but then I heard...
You don't want to see it.
It was just like, you don't want to see that.
Listen. All they had to do was be like, yeah, Usagi Yojimbo, he's a samurai rabbit. But what did he do? This is Yojimbo the 7th. He takes place in a futuristic area. And I'm like... Yeah. What?
Yeah, I was like, you brought this character back, and you couldn't do any cool action scenes with it, and it's in CG. Yeah,
CGI. I'm like, you guys gonna do hand drawn, and then
I remember the part that made me raise my eyebrow was when I saw that they were like, oh, let's give Usagi gets to pick a mystical weapon. Cool, I really want the sword. No, you get a yo-yo instead. I'm like,
it's
I don't think that's right.
I felt so embarrassed. For this movie because I actually did get a chance. It was super brief. But I did get a chance to meet Stan Sakai at Baltimore Comic Con a couple years ago. So the guy who's from Japan worked on the manga, not the manga, but the comics. And I got to meet him. I got his autograph. He was such a chill guy. His wife was there too. And I'm just like, I guess he's okay. I don't know how much say he has, but I'm pretty sure he's not happy.
They did the thing of like, okay, we want to make the series. Yes, you can make the series. All right, cool. When do I get to be announced? And then it's just like for 2 years, he's not a part of the project while they're making the project, but his name is still attached to it. It's like,
Yeah.
really, guys?
Because I was telling him, like, yeah, was there a comic like years? Yeah. That's just funny. My parents stuff with like random boxes. But I remember there was a comic that came out like in the late 90s that had a crossover between the Turtles and Yojimbo.
Yep.
And I thought it was the coolest thing because I was like, yo, you have Ninja Turtles, and then you have the Samurai Rabbit. Like, as a child, I was like, dude, this is
Usagi
regularly.
Usagi has regularly crossed over with the Turtles on many occasions.
Multiple times. He's always interacted with the TMNT.
He's in 1 or 2 episodes in the 80s cartoons. He has
and he is in cartoon. He does show up in the cartoon for a little bit.
He had multiple episodes in the 2003 series. His episodes with him and Leo are always some of my favorite episodes. Also, it should be pointed out, the 2003 version, voiced by Sonic at the time, Jason Griffith.
Oh, right.
Yes. A lot of people don't know that, but it's like, oh my gosh! Sullivan! Hey, stop it! Stop stabbing me with your spear!
See, I think there's two.
There
are two Sonic voices. There are two Sonic voices that I will always prefer. One, obviously, you can't distill a light. Come on, like he's like we have two live action Sonic movies now, and you're telling me you still can't get one damn cameo
about to
from the little one.
Knuckles is Jamaican, confirmed. You can't argue with this. The first person to voice Sonic was a black man. Therefore, if Sonic is black, confirmed. Not hearing it. End of discussion.
Okay, Sonic may be was originally voiced by a black guy, but Knuckles is a black guy.
Knuckles was voiced by a black guy?
Listen, Knuckles may not actually be voiced by a black guy, but in the continuity of the Sonic franchise, he's the token black character.
He really
is! He's the token black character. He always has been.
Idris Elba was just such a good call for that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I need your power.
Okay, but for real though, can I get a poster where it's like Idris Elba laying down, but he's that random photo that showed up somewhere? I was like, where's this come from? Like he's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna try to make Knuckles sound sexy, and I'm like, not to lie.
See, the problem is, Idris, you are sexy, so you've already failed.
And what's crazy? So here's like a random tidbit. So actually, what's funny is because British, I think, he's like one of his sides British. Yeah.
So by default, you're already sexy anyway.
No, that's the thing. So he's part British, right? You know what's the funny thing? Apparently, through some distant relation, he's my boyfriend's cousin in Elsa.
That's not true. You're lying. Stop the caps.
Because his family, so some of his family, so he's born here, he's born in America, but some of his family is born in, it's somewhere in Africa. One of the countries, I think it's one of these two, but some of them are also from England. So I think I remember this is maternal side, like, from like 3 or 4 generations ago, he would be like a I don't know, like 5th cousin, like really distant, like I don't know, like to the point where they won't interact with each other. Like these branches won't really act, but theoretically, yes, he is related to Idris Elba. And even he couldn't believe it. He's like, wait, related to who?
Related to who? Like, wait, does he not know?
Who to what?
Yeah. And then I think someone on my mom's side, I think some distant cousin, got married to. I think not Smokey Robinson's daughter. It's a famous like 70s singer, but like their granddaughter or niece or something, or what it is. But yeah, like somewhere in California, I was like, okay, well, I'm not getting money from them, so whatever.
Well,
like, well, they're related, but I mean, like, we don't know each other that much. Now, my mom, on the other hand, had a chance to actually meet someone famous, who's from the local area, but she was sick that night, so she couldn't go out. And I was like, You could have been friends with Tony Braxton. Are you kidding me?
Well then.
Yeah.
Well then. Whoops.
Because someone she went to school with is friends with Tony Braxton, the singer, and she was like, yeah, like we would have gone out and like Tony would have been there, but like I didn't go. And I was like, no.
Why? Why are you doing this to me?
What you doing?
Is that her fault? I think she had organs in the kiss, and I was like, it's my sister's fault. No, it's not my sister's fault. Okay, but it would be interesting to know someone famous. Just when you're like, yeah, I know someone. Actually, I lied. I do kind of know someone famous, but he's sort of not really big.
One of my aunts was married to the man who created it's not iMovie, GarageBand.
Wait,
She married
really?
She married her ex is the creator of GarageBand.
Wow.
I think that's a really fascinating thing to point out.
She should have kept them. Anyhow. No offense. I'm sorry. That was rude of me.
Man, listen, man, listen.
That was so rude of me.
It was.
It's like, I know he's famous and he may have been an asshole, but you should get up.
Wait a minute. Wait, Devin, did you just get a weapon for Donald?
Yeah, I have that one already.
Oh, never mind. I got all hyped for nothing, man. I got all
save the
hyped
queen?
for nothing, bro. He's so sad.
Oh, I wonder how. Okay, I should have found it on Facebook. But I actually went this, which was crazy because I'm just like, it's one thing to go to school with one person. It's another to go to school like the same like two of the three schools. It's another thing to go to the same elementary school, middle school, high school, and then you end up going to the same college together.
Yeah.
Oh, I've had that happen.
And this guy, he's his first, second cousin on his dad's side. His second cousins are the lead singers to Good Charlotte.
Huh.
Yes.
Well then.
Can we say this in retrospect? It's really interesting. One of my close friends, J.I. and I, we work at an a cappella music festival up in New York, or it's been hosted in New York for the last few years. But like, we go up there, we're on the staff, and of course we love a cappella music, so that's why we keep doing it. But it's like, we're on the staff, and we keep meeting all of these like amazingly talented singers who are some of like the biggest names in the acapella world. We've even had some of the biggest names in American beatboxing come there, and you're just like, these are like the most ridiculously talented people you'll ever meet, but they're also like the most humblest of people. And we're just sitting there chilling with them, just like, oh, hey Kayla, what's going on? Yeah, what's up, Dean? How you doing? And it's like, what? Like you just sit there, it's like, wait, what?
It's like, are we allowed to say that? Is that okay?
He's told me about the time before I started going to the festival where they actually managed to get Pentatonics to come there. Like, this was like right after they were on the sing-off. So they weren't as big and popular then, so they their budget was more affordable. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it's
That's
like
the light way of putting it.
Yeah, but like they're super, it's like when you run into like super chill people, and it's just like they're awesome and holy, and then like, oh wait, 1 second, I gotta perform, and then they just kill it, and they come off stage like, what? Like, I've been hanging out with this person all day.
How did you do that?
I've been hanging out with this person all day. Like, wait, what? What? Say, I'm sorry, what? But yeah, no, it's always fun. Wait, it's gotta be. I swear, it is a weird flex to just be like, yeah, this super famous person you're talking about. Yeah, I know them.
I think the closest I've had to the being like rubbing shoulders with not someone like super famous, but just kind of like where you're just like, yeah, this is someone who's a guest here, and they're usually pretty well known, but it's like, they're like, oh yeah, you're not meeting them kind of as a fan to a guest. You're just like, hello, what, blah blah blah, how you doing, And I think it happened It was before he died. Chris Aries. Rick Aries is still alive. So Chris Aries was talking about Hatsucon. Apparently we were saying, I think it was time we were taking the game, and we ran into him on the elevator, and honestly, I kind of forgot he was a guest. I was like, he looked familiar. He goes, oh, I'm a guest here. I'm Chris Aries. And I was like, and I just was like, and then it was like later that weekend, because he was having some medical issues around that time, a few years ago, and I was walking, I think I was leaving the hotel or walking back to the hotel. I think I was looking for an elevator, and I saw him like hunched over, like in the hallway, because he was, I guess he was having like an asthma attack, and I was kind of like, dude, I need to find help, but I'm also kind of like, I don't want to leave, and then if he falls in dead, like, I'm just like, are you okay? Like, do I get help? Like, here's some water. And I'm just like, it was so crazy, because it wasn't kind of like, oh my god, it's Chris Aries. It's like, oh crap, I might be near a dead Chris Aries. What is about to happen? And I was freaking out about it. And then another one of the guests came in, and I'm literally surrounded by 2 guests now at the convention, and I'm just like, okay, it's calm. Like, they're just trying to, we have a medical emergency. There's like absolutely be inappropriate to like freak out and be like, because they're guests, you know, but it was,
Listen, I know you're dying right now, but can I get an autograph?
yeah, still breathing, getting an autograph. Yeah, I was like, do that. Like, that would have been the people, I totally would have been the people who would have tried to sneak in to Billy Convention's funeral. They're like, hey, Stephanie Shea, look, I know you're at a funeral right now for your friend, can I get a
Terrible, awful.
Yeah, no, they literally haven't, so many actors were like, guys, please do that.
Yeah, who was it that passed away earlier this year where they had to tell people, like, please do not... Yeah, please do not come to their funeral in cosplay. Like, just don't do it.
And they still came to his funeral in cosplay. I was like,
some people do?
bruh.
Did some people actually do it? I don't know. I didn't hear anything. A lot of people come.
I don't know. Like
actually
some people did, but
they said if you're local to the area, then fine, but don't be in cosplay.
Yeah, just don't be that guy, okay?
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome
that guy.
to like sign the book, but like don't bother people. Like this is mostly for his local friends.
Right.
exactly.
You know, and Stephanie Shea is like shorter than me. She's like 4'11". She's like 4'10". She's short. Okay, but she was going off on people on Twitter. Say what?
Hobgoblin status.
she is short. Listen, I'm like barely 5. And this lady is like 4'10". Like she's shorter than me. But she was going off on people on Twitter. She's like, listen, a lot of us have tied to the convention, like the anime convention community. If we see your ass, this is what she said, if we see your sorry ass at the funeral, we will ban you from the convention. We will not give you autographs, we will not take pictures, we will not associate with you. Don't do it. And like,
damn.
It's like, dang! I was like 4'11", 70
She's tiny, but she got it.
She's tiny.
Her attitude big.
It's like tiny physical body, really big attitude.
So my stomach is yelling at me, so I actually do need to grab something. But
well, nothing's happening, so go ahead.
Hey, before I do that, I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm looking at this picture on Facebook. It says, "My poor dad was so proud of the watermelon that he grew. Turns out it was a big ass cucumber."
That was a bruh moment. So my plan is to grind a couple levels, then try the data fights again. At least level 80, maybe up to 85 or around that level. Because Sora cannot take a hit at the moment.
So apparently someone invited someone out of state to a crab feast, and the person was confused, like, why do we need mallets? And I'm like, It's like, you're not from around here, are you?
You're not from around here, are you? I kind of like the first game's rendition better than the second game. That's just me. As far as Hollow Bastion. Like you said, that piano goes hard.
Sorry, the zebra, but sure.
It's true. I'll give you that one.
No reason. Especially for a direct to VHS movie, like, you didn't need to put in that much effort. There was no need to.
Disney just felt like it.
They were like,
we
yeah,
wanted
we're
to,
actually
fam.
I'm gonna put some effort in.
So it seems like this is when Disney actually cared about authenticity. Now it's like,
Right.
who knows?
Did someone really make a drawing and humanize a crab?
Someone humanized a crab?
No, I'm looking at a post. So somebody took different references and they basically did a human version of it. So somebody had a picture of a chameleon, and then they drew like a human girl based off the chameleon, like the color scheme, and then like something similar. And I was like, I mean, I can say in the post like on the Discord. The character design is actually cool, but I was like, just silly making crab, like a
Interesting.
humanized skinka out of a crab. So, okay, there's a humanized version of in Mountain Dew.
Very interesting.
Actually, yeah, the character designs are actually really, really cool. Like, I do like how the character. Okay.
It's over. This is it.
Yeah, this person definitely does have like pretty good inspiration.
It's over.
I could do this.
This is it. Take this.
I think I do like Kingdom Hearts 2's Hollow Bastion version compared to his Kingdom Hearts 1 version of this. It's like more I wouldn't say evil sounding, but it sounds more the word I'm looking for, like danger. I don't know, maybe like dangerous sounding.
Yeah.
And then like this one is like, oh, we reinvented the world, we cleaned it up, it's happier, lighter.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I think that's what I liked about the first game's Hollow Bastion music, because it had that sinister feel to it.
There we go, sinister. That's the word I'm looking for. I was like, evil, dangerous, sinister.
It definitely did have that sinister feel to it.
Right.
Take this.
Because these lines are kind of cool, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I just put in the main lobby.
Yeah. There's farms from lightning crystals. Just sent another defense boost. Might as well try to synth the most of them I can.
This is it. Take this. This is it. It's over. Yeah. Yeah, back off.
I think I should know my. I don't know.
This is it. This is it. Take this.
Well, given that Nomura said that for the foreseeable future, Sora's gonna be the main character, I bet he'll oh good, no matter what, I'll have a job.
Yeah. Haley Joel Osment will always have a job, at least. For a while.
It's like, unless he's like, nah, I don't want it.
So he said before in interviews with Kingdom Hearts 3 that the story starts with Sora, it'll end with Sora.
This is it.
So he seems set on keeping Sora in.
I mean, based off of, like I said, without going heavy spoilers, yeah, Sora seems to still have purpose. The actor, not purpose, but
Spoiler! Spoiler! Spoiler alert! Yeah, get out of here.
You came back at the appropriate time.
it's more of like, okay, listen, Sora still has stuff he has to do based off stuff mentioned in a fairy tale long time ago.
Oh god. The higher beings of just like, I'm not done with you yet.
Pretty much.
Okay, so if you ever do want to check out the design, I did the lobby because while you were away, I was looking on Facebook and there was a page where people took different things and they made a human character out of it. So someone took a chameleon and they made like a girl who looks like a pirate.
I saw those.
Don't they look so cool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, those designs look so. And then somebody did what was shark? And
yes.
No, it was. I was looking at these. I was like, dude, these go so hard. I don't know why. Like one, and then like they made one that was based off fireworks, in one that was like chili peppers, and I was like, there was no need for this person to go this hard, but it's so cool.
There is no need to go this hard.
They made a freaking mountain. They made a character based off Mountain Dew.
Wait.
She looks like
that, yes.
She looks like a fighting game character. She looks like she either belongs in like a Final Fight or Street Fighter.
I mean, beyond that Mountain Dew.
0 out of 10, not redneck enough.
Okay, Mater.
Hey, listen. Mater absolutely drinks Mountain Dew.
Totally.
No cap. All brim, no cap.
Yankee with no brim. All
Yankee
brim, no cap. Why was that a meme? I wonder.
Yes, because...
Oh my god, there's a character based off of Sony Walkman.
Based off who?
Yeah, somebody made a human character based off the Sony Walkman.
I don't know if that's impressive or if people.
It's impressive because he looks cool.
Creativity at its finest, I must say.
It really is. And to think back in the day, I was like, my college professor was like, so what are you gonna do for a project? I'm gonna design like 12 characters and make my own fighting game.
It's like, I had a student like that. His name was Masahiro Sakurai.
Yeah, I got through like I got through 2 concept arts and I was like, and then I was like, okay, I got a better idea. I'm gonna do a short story with airplanes. I was in the Ace Combat at the time. I was gonna do a short story. It's gonna be airplanes. I'm gonna simulate a dogfight, and I was like, how do I draw airplanes? And I was like, let me scrap this. What?
Ever made a pepper airplane? It's kind of like that.
No, I mean you're drawing. Like I mean, it was an animation set.
Yeah, I know.
Animation project. So yeah, I had to be like, how do I draw like style like airplanes? Like, what parts of an airplane? You have the wings, you got the tail, you got the nose, and you got the pilot thingy. I'm like, what else? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna scrap this paper. So I had to come up with something else. which turned out okay. I mean, I think if I had more time, I would have liked to colorized it and clean up the voice acting because voice acting. I know that for a fact. I know some people ask voice actors, how do you get into anime? For sure. I would never be an anime character. Forget those dreams ever existed. Not happening.
It's over. This is it. It's over.
Ooh, 79. This part I can grind pretty fast.
Right.
I actually posted on YouTube. So there's like videos where somebody actually takes all the audio that you hear in the battle, like all the grunts, what they say, and I'm ashamed to admit that it took me probably like 8 years to realize half of Riku's lines from 2. Because he will say Sora like when he's given a potion. I didn't know he says Kairi.
Wait, who?
Riku. So in one of his battle lines, he'll say Kairi. But it's very rare, and he only says that when he dies.
Interesting.
So somebody had told me that, and they were like, maybe this is hinting that he likes Kairi, and I was like, what?
Nah.
But I didn't hear that at first. I was like, oh, okay.
I never noticed that you brought it up. Like, huh.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Yeah, when I was hearing, it's like a video and it's dialogue or Riku like battle quotes, and it's like, come on, it's like Sora, and he'll be like Donald, or he'll be like Goofy, you know, when he's giving potions or items or whatever, and then it's like, I'm gonna end it all, or his like time's up stuff he says. But then like when he dies, he's like, Kairi, and I was like, wait, what? What did he say? What was this? So I had to go back. I literally had to go back and go to the World Ends With You. Not the World Ends With You. Yeah, no. The World Never Was. The World Ends With You is a game. So the World Never Was. And I quickly tried to get Riku to die in a fight, and it took me a few times, but then I was like, oh, it's real. Interesting. I thought that was very cool.
I wonder if at one point Kairi was going to be a party member, maybe. Maybe that's why he said Kairi.
Listen, man, you're preaching to the choir. I've been wanting Kairi. Listen, Remind broke my heart. Okay.
In a good way, or
it broke my heart. I mean, it fixed it a little bit, but it kind of broke my heart because we got to the you got to play together as what was it? Roxas, Roxas, Shion, and Axel. I thought that was cool. All right, and then I think we have to do like Terra,
Ventus,
and Aqua. Well, I was like, okay, awesome, nice, fantastic. And then I was like, come on, we got one more trio. I was like, come on. And then it was like, nah, Riku's not here, but we'll give you Kairi to play. And I was like,
you do play Riku. Riku is still there for Remind, though.
Yes,
you can't play him, but you don't have Kairi with you.
Yes, you promised. Oh, you gave me Kairi. Yeah, but is it Monty Oom's Kairi? No. Then I don't want it!
I still can't get over the manga. Somebody took Kairi from the manga and the Kairi from the game. And the Kairi from the game was like, looking at the manga Kairi, he's like, who are you? It's like, I'm you, but better written.
I hate that that's true. I hate that it's true.
I was like,
it's true.
Dude, manga Kairi is so much. Manga Kairi gets so much screen time and fleshed out so much better. Like, it's so upsetting. I was like, why can't we get the, like? Why do I have to like have Shiro Amano give me the goods and not Nomura, the man who's supposed to? Come on. Shiro Amano is doing your job for you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? It's just it's a little frustrating. like, she actually does put him back. Like, they're trying, like, they're kind of trying to be like, she's like, look, I'm tired of you guys, like, sidelining me, like, I want to get done. And I thought they were probably going to do it and tell her the memories of him. Sorry, we get so sidelined you again.
Right.
But to be fair, I think she doesn't I think she actually has a little bit more smarter battle instincts than Sora. Because there's like a cutscene. There's a cutscene where she's like fighting Xehanort, but it's not actually Zane. I think it's just a figment of something. And he like grabs her keyblade. No, he grabs her hand, he grabs her keyblade, or grabs her hand that has the keyblade. And if this was Sora would have just kept fighting, like maybe kind of like try to see if he can yank himself out. You know what Kairi does? Kairi de-summons the keyblade, summons it in her other hand to whack him. And I was like, Sora wouldn't have done that. Sora wouldn't have done that. He would have just been struggling with her hand.
You're just like,
She's like, oh, I can't use this hand? I'll just switch it to my other hand. Problem solved. He wouldn't have done that.
well, you know what they always say. Girls are smarter than boys.
I was thinking you said it for me.
He would have still been struggling in his hand. It's just like, I have another hand.
You know, I have an idea. Let's try this.
And lo and behold, hey look! He let me go because I was supposed to smack him in the face.
Right. Yep.
So yes, I am... If Nomura does not give me my Destiny Island trio, I'm going to be really upset for. Like, I avoided 20 years, and actually, you know, I'll give it 15 years, because technically Kairi wasn't fighting anyone, she was just sort of in a coma. But 15 years. 15 years! Oh, like 6 games? Give me my trio. I mean, and you can include Donald and Goofy there, because now you can have 5 team members. You can have 5 people all at once. So you can do Sora, Kairi, Riku, Donald, Goofy. Don't be a coward anymore, give it to me.
Alright, trio. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. Hot take or not?
Oh no, I would totally be fine for that. That would be really fucking cool. But no, we're not allowed to have cool things.
That's an idea.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I thought Mickey was more broken in 2 than he was in 3.
I don't know, honestly.
I mean, yeah, he kind of like helped sort of stop some of the replicas, but I mean, listen, you're telling me when he thought Goofy died and he turned around, you for that. You didn't tell me that didn't go far.
Oh yeah.
This man is on a mission because he thought his friend / captain of the Royal Guards basically took a hit died for him, and he's like, "I will pay for this." And I was like, "Calm down, Mickey Mouse. You're not Yoda."
You're not Yoda.
Yo,
And then just takes his black
shirt,
organization
black
coat
cloak
off.
ripped, epic stands.
Oh yeah,
He
no,
pulls
no,
it in his hand, and he
takes
just
the
like,
coat off.
uh-oh.
No, you know what was even better? He takes the coat off, and then while his hand was back, summoned to keep. I was like, bro, my childhood stuff was like, woo! Like, this is Mickey Mouse? Like,
I'm like, I might have the hots for him. I mean, what? Wait, what? Sir?
and to think, Square Enix was like, no, not Square Enix, Disney was like, no, we don't want Mickey.
Well, we don't want to show too much
this
of
weird
Mickey in this
game.
kind of series.
Yeah, no, they when I was researching for Kingdom Hearts Banner, they legit said, we only want, like, in the first game, they're like, you can only use Mickey for this amount of time, and he can only wear this, and he can only be seen doing this. That's it, and you can't use him again for the rest of the series, if there is a continuation. And we're like, well, this is gonna get retconned out of hell. And then once we realized how popular the first game was, we're like,
like,
You
I was
can
like, I
kind
guess
of
it-
use them.
You can kind of use them. I guess it's okay.
They straight up had Mickey in silhouette in his normal attire in that first game. Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, Disney, Square Enix, stop the cap.
Mm-hmm. She was like, now, Sora, let's sell this keyhole for good. Let's close this door for good.
Mm-hmm.
And I also love there's a specific cutscene in 0.2 to show why he's shirtless during that time.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're like,
right.
hey, he's wearing his jacket here, but he's shirtless in the first game. What happened? Like, the darkness ripped his clothes.
That totally didn't get retconned later.
Bro.
Bro.
Mickey was going so hard in a fight that his clothes ripped.
Yeah, he was fighting really hard apparently. And I
What is
was
this,
like,
Dragon Ball Z?
Yes, he went the Dragon Ball Z route.
and then he's just like, oh, all is good. All is so good. I left one of my friends in purgatory for 10 years.
Because we all know, Dragon Ball universe, when clothing starts getting ripped off or coming off, you know stuff is getting serious.
Exactly, that's what I'm
And
talking
it's always the shirt. It's always the shirt and then maybe part can't leg. That's it.
It's always the knees.
Yes. It's just typical Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Oh, made it to level 80 finally.
It's one of those things where you just want to look at Goku like, why do you even bother wearing a shirt? You know it's gonna fly off.
Exactly. Like, why do you bother wearing a shirt, Goku?
I know, but Chi-Chi yells at me otherwise.
That too.
You know, Chi-Chi was...
Yeah.
Okay, when I first remember watching DBZ, I love Chi-Chi so much. She was one of my characters. I saw like one... I think I remember seeing like a little bit of her in DBZ, and then I remember like the original... not DBZ, but DB... like the original Dragon Ball. Like when she was a kid. And then I remember a few episodes when she was in like Dragon Ball Z. And
Yeah.
then I remember the episode with the teacher that was abusing Gohan. And the scene where she just beats the shit out of the guy. And I was like, wait, is this the same woman? Like,
Deserved.
No question, that is Chi-Chi. Anything to protect her children.
and I was like, yo, can I get like this version of her? Like 24/7? Like,
got-
she's...
We getting Super?
Alright, we're getting... Alright, so we're running back against the book nerd again?
Maybe not so much. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I like how you said...
Sounds like I haven't recovered.
Yeah, post PTSD, so...
I don't know about that.
Well, I don't know about that one.
Who do we want to try again then?
Food's actually
We'll try Zaldin again.
Wait, what are you munching on?
some
You just
beef,
passed by Zelda.
some beef
Yeah.
broccoli.
Oh, hilarious. Wait, what are you... It's a what? What are you eating?
There's some beef broccoli.
Beef? Broccoli?
Beef
Yeah.
broccoli.
I like the beef part, not so much the broccoli part.
Good. It's good for you.
We're not gonna count that.
What?
He literally... Long story short, he 3-shotted me.
So, death number 1. I mean, you could get up to my number. I think I was at like, what, 400?
Hopefully we won't get even near that number. I'll take
Remember,
up to
I
even
was on
200.
critical.
Yeah, you're on critical. I'm
My-
just doing proud mode.
My health bar didn't pass the MP of the MP bar.
Heck, Live. This game may be the last time I ever play on proud mode. It's very stressful.
Never.
What? No, it's not.
No, you can totally handle. I swear, if you say it one more time.
I mean, I was thinking it and you said it. I'm not gonna touch your wind barrier.
I don't know why when I was growing up, I thought Zaldin was Jamaican because I was like, oh, he has dreads, and then my brain was like, Jamaican, as if I
Light
just
skinned Jamaican in
associated,
that case.
as if I associated everyone with dreads I saw with Jamaican. I mean, the man had sideburns too. That wasn't so bad. Maybe she don't lie.
Come at me. I'm not really scared of you.
Come at me, bro.
Back off. Back off. Deal. Let's go.
You hear that silence? That's called focus.
Correct.
Oh, you're all just.
Well, I was actually stuck in my face, but okay.
That's you.
No, that's usually why I don't speak. It's either that or I'm looking at something that I want to share with the class. You know, everybody's got things they don't want to share with the classroom. Oh. Yeesh.
I mean, I would like to share with the class, but most of the stuff I have to share is spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
No spoilers.
I mean, you might have to be careful on the Kingdom Hearts side of Twitter because people will be like, "Whoa, look who's related to Xehanort."
I know, people can't stop. It's like, really? Can you just, like
Can you
not...
stop?
Like, when I had posted a spoiler, I was like, at least I'm gonna put a warning over it, so you have to actually click it to unhide. You know, they're like, this is a sensitive topic, and I was like, would you like to see it? Good, shoulder. But then you have some people who are like, oh my god, I can't believe so. It's just right out in the open. And I was like, well, damn, dude. And no, it's not silver. I can basically say that. No, it's not silver.
Okay, that was better than before.
It was better than before.
You got pretty good, like, what, halfway down, roughly?
Yeah, I started reading his patterns, so...
He is fast. Zaldin, I know I did have a lot of hiccups on him. Because he's...
Shows improvement.
No ultimate weapon?
You know, I have to watch a guide on those. The Mushroom 13, how to beat those, if I want to get Ultima. I might do that.
I think getting the ultimate weapon in 3 was maybe a little bit easier than the...
Yeah, I feel like it's easier to synth in 3.
Yeah, 3 was a little bit easier. Like, the thing...
See, that was just straight up BS, because he launches that right at the start.
Yeah.
Oh, he rotates it too. Like
Exactly.
like it hits you and then it comes back in a circle and then hits you again.
I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do against that? Like, what am I supposed
You
to
do nothing. All you feel is pain.
Nothing. You can do nothing.
It's kind of like someone asking me during critical mode, like, don't you have like buffs or debuffs? Like, how can you help yourself win this fight? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you feel? Pain.
Just there's no buff, no debuff,
The buff.
only pain.
Bro, stop.
See,
Maybe
Okay.
you need to do with my numbers, not throw the controller, but switch to somebody else.
Listen, nobody ever said this was going to be easy. This ain't going to be easy. Well, okay, it's a lot for me to say that because I'm not the one doing it, but
this is proud mode too, so it doesn't help, honestly.
mm-hmm.
Come on. Yeah. It's over. Back off. Back off. It's over. It's over.
Probably heal.
Let's go. Fight.
Okay, I kind of got a little bit excited about the article I just saw. It was like, Need for Speed with anime elements, and I was like, wait, what?
Need for
But
Speed
why?
with anime elements, but why?
But why?
And I'm just like, Need for Speed with anime elements? And I'm trying to be like, what's that?
He's like, I got this.
Okay, I will read the article as you try not to die.
Where's the fun in this? Come on.
You can finish the article before I die. There you go.
What? Ah, yeah. Well, okay. See, it's BS because like you keep giving items to Donald and Goofy, and they have to use them all like, right at the start of the fight. It's like, really?
Yeah. Like, how exactly is that a fair fight?
Yep. I would say equipping arrow, but like that probably doesn't help, does it?
Only the arrow was in this game.
Yeah,
I
right.
loved it in the first game.
Yep.
Such a clutch.
Yep.
I can't. I wish I can say it's like it's so funny about something in the new Sonic Frontiers. Someone didn't do a very good job level design.
Wings of darkness. I'm gonna have that stuck in my head tonight.
Well, I believe it. As I remember having such difficulty fighting music while I heard, reload! Reload! Shut up, Zebra!
As if, you old coot. Like, say you're a hippie without saying you're a hippie.
Right. Okay, I had to stop my... Almost said something about Dark Road today. Because when you mentioned Zigbar, I was like... He goes by Zigbar, but he's not the... Oof!
Yeah.
Ugh.
We're making progress, at least.
True, true.
Where's the fun in this?
Also, now that I think about it, Zaldin totally got down. Zaldin and Lexiax got like 100% downgraded. They didn't even get. Like, they were all important in 2, and then, like, ever since we got this in, they were like, yeah, you guys are back to being just guards. We don't even give you a voice.
True.
Like, you guys are just
Let's go!
Okay, I totally dodged that. What the heck, game? Come on, game. We'll say one thing for sure. Definitely have a lot of off-screen grinding to do for this.
Come on.
Yep. It's just...
Yeah. It's over. Take this. Yeah. Yeah. Heal.
Yo, what's up?
Shush! I'm concentrating. I'm trying to get this done. I'm trying to get the money! Come on. Yeesh.
I'm starting to recognize his patterns at least, so...
Yep. Stop that. Stop that right now. Stop that.
Go back.
Come on, hit me, bruh. Come on, bruh. Hit me, bruh.
Hit me, but not really. I really don't want you to hit me.
Hey, listen, man. I was kidding. I was kidding, man. I was kidding. Wait. No, no. Stop that. Stop that.
Never.
Get.
It's over.
Win. Win.
I did. I didn't mean to, but I did.
Was that you?
Yes, things happen. Anyway, it was not what I intended to do, but it is. Oh my gosh.
It just tend to happen, you know?
They just tend to. Oh my goodness! Oh my good god, gosh!
This pattern don't mind, because I can read this.
But what is video games but nothing more than patterns and code?
Turn-based JRPG lovers be like.
Yeah, and exaggeration, right?
Exactly.
What is a man with miserable pile of secrets?
Pretty please. Oh my god. I think I've played these videos before, Devin, but I've watched the videos of those guys playing Pokemon Showdown online, which is like it's online competitive Pokemon battling. It's amazing.
Oh boy.
It's amazing to me the number of people, one, who don't really understand how abilities work in Pokemon, but also they don't understand that, look, man, not every move hits at 100%. Percentages are a part of some of the move pools, so sometimes they will miss. Like, you can't sit over here and complain about luck in a game where that's literally a part of the coding of the battle.
Wear the face of despair.
Ooh, I gotta keep it tight so I don't miss my things I want to watch. They stuck in the middle of the night. I'm not happy about it.
That's so crazy to ask me to get up at what, midnight and go punch and stuff? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that's not happening.
Yeah, I kind of straight up missed it because they're doing anything called Flames Patel? So basically, it's kind of like smaller games and quick, but all the runners are women, which I think is happening. So it's like a play on word of Femme Patel, so Flames Patel. And I'm kind of upset because I missed the Hades run with it. It was 2 players, 1 controller. And you can figure out how people do that. It's like it's concentration.
Alright, can you like go away?
Yeah, see, you know what? Okay, fine. For this part, yeah, I think it's fair to not have the Donald kill count on here, because,
Yeah.
let's be honest, it doesn't count.
Ooh.
I won't lie, there were parts of that I was holding my breath and I was like, oh my god, this is like really happening.
Yeah.
Good thing I didn't just Morgana jinx you. I mean, I probably jinxed you in my head, but I didn't Morgana jinx you. Where he's like, oh, we can do this.
We'll do one more
I don't know
time.
if you-
I might just call a stream from here, because I got some work to do.
You get some grinding to do.
Devin always said, I got shit I gotta do after this, because this ain't
Yeah, we'll come back to this.
Yes. Devin, it's the return of this meme on my Facebook. Somebody, if you are over 15 and like cartoons, you are a loser. Anime, Dragon Ball Z, etc. No excuse. Plus, any woman loses respect for you. Grow up. And Funimation responded with, these hands are rated E for everyone. And it's a picture of Goku.
These hands are rated E for everyone.
Yep.
That one.
Yep. Nope. That one. I think that comment went down in infamy. I think it was even funnier was seeing women responding to that on like wherever it was shared, and they're going, "Yeah, see, we would never date this motherfucker." I'm like, "Yeah, oh, excuse me." Wait, like, we're never dating this guy. I'm like, "Yep." Nope. I'm like, "Yep." Well, you know, it's the. I don't think it was intentional, but it was an unintentional form of mansplaining, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here's a man to say what women will or will not respect. It's like, you know, you still have not learned your lesson, have you?
I mean, wasn't there something similar to that where the guy's like, if you have this type of phone company, you're a loser? And then that phone company responded, well, I guess you're the loser because you're not dating anyone right now.
I think, honestly, it's the most genius tactic to let people who are really good at trash talking run social media websites for big companies. Like, that's why Wendy's, I think, has been so successful.
Oh yeah. Wendy's.
Because
Like
the Wendy's Twitter is just out.
It is.
Like, you just don't go for Wendy's and you'll be good. But nah, some people just don't learn their lesson.
You know who's also pretty salty? The Sonic Twitter team. They're pretty funny.
Oh, true. They are.
Wait, what does Sonic's Twitter do?
Oh,
you're talking about the fast food place, aren't you? Not Sonic the Hedgehog.
no, Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter page has
Wait.
some golden moments. In fact, there was a video I saw, they responded to so there was a video I saw where this guy was going over song in Sonic R did not. And then the official Sonic YouTube page was like, well, we appreciate you going this hard on this.
Where's that fun in this?
There's no fun in this. I don't think Devin's having fun.
Your fake French accent.
You know what your fake French accent is? Oh, it's just stupid. Yeah, it's like this one shot. Like you gotta hit it like right out the gate. Otherwise, nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for once, my name is the correct color on your screen. It's coming up as like an olive green. It's like, yes, finally a color that represents snakes. Perfect.
Are you seeing it coming up as green? I'm seeing it as red.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at it on his Twitch.
On my Twitch, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Twitch. It's red.
Well, you know what? Twitch, go away.
It's just like,
Go away.
Go away.
I don't want you. I don't want you here. I don't want you here no more. I don't like
Like,
you.
I'm literally looking at the stream itself. It's red.
Well, on my thing, it's green, so yeah.
I mean, if I probably come back and refresh it, maybe it wasn't like this.
I don't know. I
I don't know.
I can't.
The colors are different between the actual chat that's on the Twitch chat.
I appreciate that there are different colors on there.
Oh, no, that's some BS.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop that. Stop.
You will not one-shot me like that, sir. Unacceptable.
Believe it. I cannot believe it.
I did not say you could do that.
I would say I enjoy it. And I'm going to keep saying it because it's much more fun than playing the game. I can't. I can't.
You say something.
Don't worry about it. I'm thinking. I'm doing too much thinking. My thoughts are leaving my brain through my mouth.
Hey, I'm literally not thinking at all.
You're just
I'm
reacting.
lying, I'm totally thinking, but I'm not
You're
thinking.
just no. You're not thinking. You're reacting at this point. That's what it is.
Yes, reacting.
Come on. Come on.
Not today.
It's over.
why.
Right.
You're like, I'm trying to be as quiet as possible.
How challenging is it?
Yes. Yeah, yes. Here we go.
This part's not as bad.
I like how good. Yeah, well, this part actually gives you time to, you know, prepare. Yeah, it's just like you would think like that was the section that hits really hard, but then it's like all this other parts like hit ridiculously hard for seemingly no reason. So I just don't understand why.
I know, right?
Oh lordy, oh lordy. I swear to God, sword.
I don't know what that was. You're like,
I don't even know what that was.
I feel like I shouldn't have said something because I feel like I jinxed
It wouldn't
you.
have mattered, honestly.
Yeah. I swear, Sora's health bar in these fights is like 100 or 1. 100 or 1. There's no in between.
I know. Yo, what even just happened? I don't know. I can't tell you.
It's just been a lot going on here.
It's just been a lot going on. Okay, one last time. If I don't die, in like the first
like
5
the first
seconds.
5. Yeah, I was saying the first 5 seconds. Don't die.
Where's the fun in this? Come on.
Like that. We don't count that.
We don't count these deaths.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. What you mean? That didn't happen.
Where's the fun in this? Come on. Come on. Come on.
Wait, how many rounds is there in this map? Hey. There you go.
Back off! It's over!
Wait, what?
Did you just?
I-
There's a little bit of trickery going on in there, and it's not okay.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna call the stream here because I got a lot of off-screen grinding to do.
Yep. And so recall that Devin's playing this on proud mode. It ain't easy. It's not even easy on easy mode. It ain't
Yep.
easy on normal mode. It ain't easy.
Understandable. Yes. So, thanks for sticking around. We made it up
Yeah.
to the data boss fights, and next time we'll be sure to tackle them. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you all next time.
Bye, everybody.